Hey guys, welcome back. This video is for the full moon in Virgo, which is happening on February 27th, 2021 at like 2 a.m. in the morning, so super early on Saturday. Yeah, this is it. This is the last full moon of the astrological year. This is Pisces season. We're here. So I want to talk about the Pisces-Virgo axis a bit because at this full moon we've got the sun at Pisces, 8 degrees, and we got the moon in Virgo at 8 degrees. So we're really wrapping up a cycle here, y'all. We're really wrapping up this year. Pisces represents the dream. Pisces represents the fantasy, you know. With the sun in Pisces, we're really identifying with our dreams right now. We're identifying with our ideals, with our fantasies, possibly even with our delusions, you know. Pisces transcends reality. It's not about what exists right here, right now, on this 3D plane. It's about everything else, you know, all the feelings. It's mutable water, so Pisces just feels the energy of anything that was, anything that is, anything that could be. Like, that's all Pisces. Pisces is all expansive because it's the sign that rules dissolution, in a sense. Like, Pisces is associated with the 12th house in astrology, which is where boundaries go to die. So Pisces is not too good with boundaries, in a sense. Boundaries can feel too confining for a Pisces because it's all about being limitless, you know, it's all about being free, it's all about the possibility, the potential to be anything. You can be anything, you can be everything. Pisces is simultaneously infinity and the void, you know, like everything in between. It's all at once. Whereas Virgo on the other hand, is mutable earth. So Virgo is very grounded in this 3D reality. Virgo is the master of this 3D reality because Virgo is mutable earth. Virgo is the only sign that can truly adapt to changes in like our physical reality. Like, Virgo is the best at those adaptations. So being the sister sign of Pisces, Virgo is going to be very opposite. You know, Virgo is all about reality. It's all about making sense of reality. See, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of thoughts, communication, rationality, logic. Pisces ruler, on the other hand, is Neptune. Or if you're looking at traditional rulers, it's Jupiter. And both Neptune and Jupiter are not rational, are not logical. Jupiter is all about, you know, expansion and indulgence, whereas Neptune is all about the illusion. It's all about the fantasy. It's all about energy. It's all about, yeah, like everything that's not real, essentially. So both of Pisces rulers, traditional and modern, are just like not super grounded. Whereas Mercury, Virgo's ruler, is very in its head. Mercury is very witty, very trickster type energy. Being sister signs, Pisces represents the dream, right? So Virgo, on the other hand, represents all of the steps that we need to take to get that dream to our reality. You know, Virgo represents all the adjusting that we have to do, all the tiny tasks throughout the day that add up every day to like make that dream come true, you know? Because you can't just be in the dream. Like, you can't only exist in the dream because, you know, we've got both. That's what the Virgo Pisces axis is all about. Like, one cannot exist without the other. Like, yes, we live in this reality, like, yes, we do. We got real life things, but what is reality without the dream? Like, what is the meaning of reality without Pisces? Without the wish, without the dream, without the feeling, you know? What would be the point? And then the same goes for Pisces with Virgo. Like, Pisces, you can just be daydreaming all day, you could be sleeping all day, you could be like doing whatever you do all day, but like at the end of the day, nothing will have gotten done. You know, that's where Virgo comes in. Like, you need those to-do lists, You need those habits. You need those daily routines so that every day you're getting just one step closer to the dream, to the Piscean fantasy. So that's what this full moon is about. We gotta balance our Virgo reality with our Piscean dream. And, at this full moon, we have the possibility to make our dreams a reality. Because with the sun in Pisces, we're identifying with that dream right now, And with the moon in Virgo, we know emotionally, we need to take steps to make that dream real. We need to bring that into our reality. And I think this has a lot to do with perception. See, Virgo and Pisces understand that perception is everything. Perception is everything. Especially Mercury involved. Mercury is a planet of words and communication. What stories have you been telling yourself? What are the narratives that you've been upholding that need to shed, that need to fall down? Because whatever narratives you hold on to and continue to maintain, that's what's gonna continue to manifest in your reality. The stories that you tell yourself, about the people around you, about your environment, about everything. The way that you see the world has a lot to do with just what you tell yourself about it, just your perception. And that's why Pisces can get written off as delusional or, just in their own world. They just perceive everything differently, And then Virgos are written off as being way too nitpicky or anal, whatever, because they perceive everything in reality. They perceive all the details. They see everything whether they want to or not. And then same goes for Pisces, but it's more energetic because it's water as opposed to earth. So Pisces feels everything whether they want to or not. They feel everything. There's no boundaries. They're just gonna suck up your energy. They're just gonna suck up your emotions. Virgo's just gonna suck up your tasks, do your little things for you that you didn't remember to do, because they're on top of it, They have to be on top of shit because Pisces is off in the daydream, Pisces is off in the astral plane, fucking around. So Virgo has to be down to earth to basically clean up after everyone. And that's why Virgo rules service. If Pisces represents the chaos, the mess, essentially, no offense to Pisces, but I'm just saying that because Pisces rules formlessness, Pisces rules infinity. It cannot be contained. So it's a mess, Virgo, on the other hand, rules we're gonna organize this shit. We're gonna make it make sense. We're gonna put it all in its own little drawer, in its own little folder. It's gonna make sense. So that's what I mean. We are organizing, cleaning up this mess, this chaos, because we have to understand it. At this Virgo full moon, we have to understand our feelings. We have to understand our dream. We have to see what exact steps we have to take to get there. Because otherwise, how's it going to happen, Tell me that. Tell me that. Otherwise, how's it going to happen? We got to do real life things to make this dream come true. The thing is, this Virgo full moon is coming up right after a wild ride of an Aquarius season, right after a wild ride of a Mercury retrograde. This Pisces season is a true ending, a true release. This Aquarius season, we had 5 planets and the moon at one point, all in Aquarius, which has not happened since 1962. This is very rare, very uncommon. It's a lot of Aquarius energy concentrated. It's a lot of energy concentrated in one area of the chart, that's very intense. So during this Aquarius season, we really had to learn to zoom out, to detach, thoughtful, intentionally detach, The difference between Aquarius and Pisces energy, Pisces is kind of already detached because it knows that nothing is really real. But Aquarius is that like intentional mental detachment because it's fixed air, so it has to decide. It has to decide to detach from something because it's not worth it, you know? So during this Aquarius season, during this Mercury retrograde, we kind of had to realize where we need to intentionally detach ourselves from, where we need to be less emotional, where we need to realize that we're not the center of attention because Aquarius is the opposite of Leo, you know? Leo is the center of attention, Leo is the spotlight, Leo is the sun. So Aquarius is the opposite. Aquarius is kind of in the dark, but, you know, in their own bubble. And they're okay with that. Like, they're okay with not being the center of attention because they know what they know, you know? And they feel confident in what they know, and they don't really need to prove that to anyone. Like, they know what they know. So this Aquarius season was a lot about trusting ourselves, like trusting our own authenticity, our own individuality, trusting that that's enough. And that kind of leads me to this aspect formation that we've got going on at this Virgo full moon, because we've got a yod. A yod is an aspect formation that is made up of a sextile between two planets. So that's 60 degrees, two planets that are 60 degrees apart, and then both of those planets have to form quincunxes, or inconjunctions, which are 150 degrees apart to a third planet. And that's what forms this yod. So a sextile is a harmonious aspect. That's like two planets where the energy is kind of like helping each other out, like pushing each other to do their thing. And then the inconjunctions are like something's missing. Something's missing. Something's not right here. Like something is just not connecting. Because 150 degree aspects mean that these signs, these archetypes, are different elements and they're different modalities. So in this full moon, we've got this yod with Saturn in Aquarius, Chiron in Aries, and then both of those planet asteroid form inconjunctions over to our full moon in Virgo. And the full moon, like I said, is mutable earth. So it's all about being adaptable. It's all about being flexible to our changing reality. And as we know, as we learned from this Aquarius season, like, we can't expect anything. Like, shit just happens. And it's Pisces season, so, like, anything can happen now. Like, magic can happen now. You know, like, you can't expect anything. But anyways, so that's why we have to be adaptable, right? Like, we got this Virgo full moon because we know emotionally, like, we need to be adaptable to these sudden changes because a lot is happening right now. All these planets, asteroids are in different signs, different modalities, different elements. Saturn is essentially the father of the chart, the authority figure, the boss. So with Saturn in a sextile to Chiron, the wounded healer asteroid, Saturn's really telling Chiron, like, okay, we're going to work on this now. Like, I'm going to help you out because we have to work on these wounds, you know? So the asteroid Chiron is based off this myth of Chiron the centaur, who was shot by Hercules with a poisoned arrow. So he's, like, got this really painful, poisonous, fatal wound. But then at the same time, an angel comes and makes him immortal. So then he's, like, immortal, but he has to live forever with the pain of this wound that never heals. So he becomes a healer because he's like, understands the pain, you know. So wherever Chiron is currently transiting in your chart is where you're needing that healing right now. That's where Saturn is being like, hey, like, you gotta work on this. Hello. This requires your immediate attention. And because we've got these two astral bodies in a yod, both forming these quincunxes over to the full moon. This is very significant. Saturn and Chiron forming these quincunxes, these inconjunctions over to the moon, are basically saying to the moon in Virgo, like, this is on you. You are the focal point. You need to make sense of this, you know? And it's uncomfortable because these signs don't really get each other, you know. Aquarius and Virgo don't really get each other. Aries and Virgo don't really get each other, but they're gonna make it work because that's what this is all about. Virgo, full moon, making it work. Making the necessary adjustments that we need for this healing, for this growth, you know, for leveling up our mindset, elevating our mind, you know, like healing our defensiveness. That's what Chiron and Aries is all about. Chiron and Aries is about healing the part of our ego that feels like it's not good enough, or like we need to compare ourselves to other people, or like we need to fight just to like be seen or be heard or be respected. Like, no, like you deserve respect regardless. Like, you don't have to earn that. Everyone deserves respect, like at a basic level. Like, and that's why we have Saturn in Aquarius right now, because Saturn in Aquarius is teaching us like we have to treat everyone the same, you know. Yes, you might not agree with people, you might not share the same views, but that does not give you the right to be rude or mean or like, no. We have to have like a basic level of respect for everyone in order for this society to work, you know. In order for any like group to work, everyone needs to feel respected. Like, everyone needs to feel like they have a voice. Like, everyone needs to feel heard. And right now I feel like that's not happening. And that's why we're having this yacht, because that needs to be addressed. That needs to happen. We need to change our mindset. We need to change the way we're acting. With the sun in Pisces, we can just fully be identifying with an illusion, like with something made up, with something that you just, it's just a feeling. Like, you can fully identify with that in Pisces season. But this is a Virgo full moon. We got this yod pointing straight at the Virgo full moon. Like, that's not gonna work. Like, we gotta address the reality of the situation. We gotta figure out how to deal with our emotions in a real life way. Like, maybe this is figuring out, like, what have you been serving? Think back 6 months. Think back to like the Virgo new moon. Like, what did you start then that you've been serving ever since? Like, there's something in your life that you've been serving for the past 6 months that needs to end, you know. Like, that chapter is done now. That needs to go, because at this Pisces new moon in 2 weeks, that's on March 13th, like, that's when the new dream starts. And like, we'll get there in 2 weeks. I'll have a video for y'all, but first we gotta deal with the reality of our feelings. Like, we gotta deal with making things make sense, because it doesn't really make sense right now. So we gotta figure that out. We gotta figure that out before we start the new dream. We especially have to figure this out, wipe this slate clean before Aries season, because that is the first season of the astrological year. Like, that is the birth of something new. Like, you don't want to have any baggage. You don't want any baggage for this Aries season. Like, no. We're trying to go into this new astrological year purified. Okay, that's what Virgo is really all about. At the end of the day, purifying, detoxing, purity. Virgo rules the digestive system. Virgo rules, like, literally the gut, taking out all of the nutrients that are good for you and then expelling the rest. That's what we have to do this Virgo season. Virgo's the virgin. Like, Virgo's represented by the virgin. Virgo is all about purity. So you need to find the purity in your life. Like, you need to serve yourself. You need to serve yourself. Whatever you've been serving over the past 6 months, if that's some external thing, that's gotta go. That has gotta go. Because no, why would you put that much effort into something external? It's Pisces season. This is about our own spirituality. Like, this is about our own dream. You gotta serve that. Like, you gotta serve your dream because no one else is gonna do it for you. No one else is gonna do it for you. You gotta make the list. You gotta take the steps. You gotta check that shit off. I'm looking at you, like, for real. Like, you gotta do this because no one else is gonna do it. Yeah. And we got a trine from Mars in Taurus to Pluto in Capricorn right now. So this is a really beautiful flow of energy between these two planets. Like, our drive, Mars, is really flowing with this intense desire, like soul desire to transform things in our life right now. So that's cool. That's cool. But I want to pull some cards for this Virgo full moon. I'm also thinking about the North and South nodes right now because, you know, the North node is in Gemini and the South node is in Sagittarius, and they're going to stay there all year, all of 2021. So this whole year, we're really needing to open our minds. Like, we're really needing to be open to changing our minds. Like, that's what Gemini is all about. Like, you need to be open to receiving new information that might conflict with other information. Like, you need to be open to seeing things from another perspective. And then with the South Node in Sagittarius, like, we gotta release we gotta release those narratives. Like, we gotta release the story that you've been telling yourself, that this, like, self-righteous truth that you're clinging to. What is it? Virgo. Alright. Wow. We've got the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Swords. Damn. Alright, so the Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration. It's all about working together, like needing to work with others. And I think that this goes back to, you know, Saturn's in Aquarius right now. Like, this is about the team effort. We're having to collaborate. We're having to learn how to work with other people. But the Two of Cups is reversed. So maybe things aren't feeling, like, super balanced right now. Like, they're not really flowing. But that means, like, you gotta fill your own cup. You gotta fill your own cup. Like, you can't be relying on other people to fill your cup for you. Like I said, we got Chiron and Aries. Like, the healing is on you. Healing's on you. Aries is the self. Chiron is the healer. Like, the healing is on you. It's up to you to heal yourself. Queen of Swords, you gotta cut through the bullshit. Like, you gotta really think about things rationally, logically. This is the Virgo full moon. Like, you have to understand it. You have to understand it. Like, I want to get an advice card. Or 3. Damn. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles reversed, the Sun, and the Four of Swords. This is about, like, you know, taking your time, rest, retreat, go within. Like, you need to go within. This is Virgo time, Virgo full moon. You need to really see all the abundance that you already have in your life. Ten of Pentacles reversed, like, we're not feeling the most stable. Like, we don't feel like we have everything we want, everything we need, but at the end of the day, like, it's the way that you look at your life. That's the thing, like, perception is everything. You can always find the sun. You can always find the bright side in a situation. Like, it's up to you to reflect, and it's up to you to turn this Ten of Pentacles upright and to see all the abundance that you actually have around you. I want a message just for the next 2 weeks up till the Pisces new moon. What can we expect? So we've got the King of Cups chilling. We got the Six of Torches winning. And then we got Temperance reversed. So being impatient. Alright, so next 2 weeks we're winning. Like, we're really getting in touch with our emotions, becoming a lot more compassionate, becoming a lot more in touch with our dreams. Like, this is really a victory. Like, this is awesome. The thing is, like, Temperance is reversed. We gotta be patient. We gotta be patient. Like, that's the thing. Pisces season is about going with the flow. Like, you can't control shit. It's mutable water. There's nothing to hold on to. There's no wheel to grab. There's no reins. There's nothing. Like, this Virgo full moon is the seatbelt, essentially. Like, this Virgo full moon, we're putting on our seatbelt so we can actually, like, get ready for this fucking wild ride of a Pisces season. But, gotta be patient. Gotta wait. Because, you know, like I said, Sagittarius South Node, we gotta release the impatience. We gotta release this, like, need for it to all happen now. We gotta, like, just be open to things happening as they happen. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles at the bottom, like, we got it. This is ultimate independence. Like, this is just feeling like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. I don't need anything else. I'm good. Like, I worked for all this. I'm just reaping in the rewards. I'm just reaping in the rewards. Yeah. Well, that's what I have for y'all this Virgo full moon. Happy birthday to the Pisces. I hope you're enjoying your season. Yeah, I'll see y'all at the Pisces new moon. Bye.